Method is a soap and cleaning products brand focused on bringing good design and ethical, environmentally friendly standards to the cleaning products category. We're going to look at a couple of their more iconic designs today. Now, this is important because when we analyze good design, it'll help us to understand how to apply these principles to our own projects. To start, when I look at these designs, I tend to think of 3 words or descriptors. And if you want, you can pause the video here and jot down a few words that you associate with these designs. I'm just curious to see what you come up with. Feel free to write it in the comments and we can kind of compare. So go ahead and do that now. All right, so I came up with 3 main descriptors for these designs: clean, balanced, and fresh. So let's talk about why I sort of attach these words to these products. So let's talk about the first one, clean. All right, so I'm shocked by how few cleaning products actually have clean designs. Now, what I mean by that more specifically is that there are a lot of swooping curves and weird blobby shapes in the hand soap and dish soap world. And another thing that you'll see are a lot of really nondescript bottles as well, where there seems to be more of a focus on graphics than on form. And it wouldn't surprise me if many of these bottles were off-the-shelf options as opposed to custom designed for that company. This makes sense from a cost perspective since, of course, custom tooling is really expensive. Now, the importance of a deliberate and clean design for a cleaning product is obvious. You want customers to make the subconscious association of cleanliness just by looking at the bottle. But communicating such an abstract idea like cleanliness in a physical form is not very easy, right? So Method's done an excellent job of doing this, and here's how. First and foremost, this teardrop shape is really iconic and recognizable from across a room. It's a single monolithic shape. There aren't any swoops or bone lines that add any sort of visual noise, and it's all one clean, continuous surface. The next thing is that the material is clear, so it feels clean because you can see right through it, just like when you look through a nice clear glass window. The text is super minimal with a really clear hierarchy here as well. You know what to look at first, second, and third, and we'll talk more about that in a minute as it relates to the text. The same holds true for Method's newer lines of products as well. You have a really clear hierarchy of information here. The bottle is this very simple, iconic silhouette while not relying on excessive detail. Now, if you draw these simple silhouettes, it's pretty clear that they're Method brand soaps without any sort of label. Contrast this with some of the other competing brands such as Ajax, Dawn, Old Spice, etc. Now, Ajax and Dawn are basically interchangeable. They more or less look the same. Dove is super ubiquitous and blobby, and Old Spice is really aggressive, almost like it's a little accessory for your Lamborghini or something. So most of these decisions are probably deliberate. Just as an example, Old Spice is trying to appeal to the young male market. That's probably going to be into fast cars and aggressive shapes, right? I guess I'm just kind of surprised that there aren't more cleaning products that actually visually look clean. Okay, so next is balanced. The shapes tend to be flared out at the base. Now, this provides actual functional stability, right? It's not as easily tipped over, but it also creates a lot of visual balance and sturdiness and groundedness as well. Going back to the text, the information is really clearly organized, and only essential information is on the bottle. The center of this block of text goes right through the widest point of the bottle, helping to contribute to that really nice, grounded, balanced look. And then the last one is fresh. Now, until Method came along, none of these cleaning products really took home decor into consideration. Method soaps are one of the few soap bottles that actually look like they fit in a kitchen or bathroom. They almost look like mid-century modern ceramic pieces or something, and I think that's really cool. Another thing that's probably worth mentioning is that this iconic teardrop bottle designed by Karim Rashid and his team is 17 years old. This design's 17 years old, but it still looks really fresh, it looks really new, and it just is a really timeless design in that way. And the Method team has been able to evolve this design language even further while still staying true to the original tenets of the brand. So overall, this clean, balanced, fresh look expresses the effectiveness of the product without needing to rely on any messaging or marketing gimmicks. Now, no customer is ever going to make this analysis consciously, right? They're not going to be sitting at a supermarket aisle thinking about the curves of their soap bottle. But this stuff does register on a subconscious level, and that's really what designers are playing with all the time. They're managing the customer's subconscious perception of the product. So that concludes the video. Let me know if you think I'm awesome or if I'm way off in the comments, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe.